So the biggest buzzword I hear right now is stories. Gotta tell stories. You have to tell stories. Don't forget to tell stories. Well, what does that mean exactly? Tell a story. Does that mean, do I tell a story about my high school track experience? Do I tell a story about my 10-year-old's dance recital? Like, what does that actually mean? Well, here's a tip in how to use stories if you're selling a product or even a service, but more specifically to a product, because what you want to do is you want to put your product in the context of a story, and that will differentiate you from everyone else who's selling the same or a similar product. Here's what I mean by this. Here's a silly example, but it's an example that will make you understand what I mean. So let's say you're back in the colonial days and you're selling horses. And this guy walks up and he's got a horse and he says, hey, my horse is 8.5 feet tall, it's brown, it's got black feet, uses these kind of horseshoes, and the tail is 2.5 feet long. Great. Next horse. Next guy comes up and says, hi, my horse was the horse that Paul Revere rode when he warned everybody about the British coming. Guess who's selling his horse? Didn't matter the specs of the horse. The horse had the context of a story, and that story was really cool. The other concept is a baseball is just a baseball until Mickey Mantle hits it over the center field fence in a World Series game. And how about this as a real life example? Let's say you sell fences for someone's backyard. So you come over and this is your sales pitch is my fence comes in 6 feet or 8 feet high. It comes in red, purple, green, yellow, and wood, and it's $17.50 a square foot. So the next guy comes in and he says, yeah, these are the fences we sell, but this particular fence right here, listen to this. So we did this installation, I don't know, a couple of months ago, and they had this brand new puppy, and they let the puppy outside in the backyard, and they didn't realize that their neighbor had this really vicious Rottweiler, and the Rottweiler saw the puppy and tried his best to get at the dog through this fence. The fence held that Rottweiler back. This 200-pound dog held him back the whole time. Guess who you're buying the fence from? You see, if you put your product into the context of a story, and obviously the story has to be real, you can't make stuff up, but put it into the context of a story, you then go from here where you're even with everyone else and you're even with your competitors to here, because now you're being memorable. They're going to remember you, they're going to remember your product, and they're probably going to feel a lot better purchasing your product because there's a feel-good story around it. So give that a shot. Let me know if you experience in it and leave me some comments below.